Welcome to FX Street. Today we're going to be going over Decentraland, Mana, and discussing a level that I think it needs to get to before it's really safe to enter on the long side, where it will start its next bullish expansion phase. But before we get into that, I would really encourage you to head on over to YouTube, to our channel, hit that subscribe button, and then follow us on Twitter at FXSCrypto and myself at JustAnalysis1. So Decentraland, it's been in a little over 100 days. It's been, I think it's like 112 days. It's been traveling lower ever since its all-time high that was found back in on November 25th. And you fast forward to today, yesterday had a very nice bullish close of almost 10%. Really swallowed up the entire. The close almost was above the close from back on March 9th. So definitely a lot of activity there. But it got halted. The higher it went, got close to this confluence zone or this cluster of resistance at 260. You have the 382 fib, that light blue line here. That's the 382 fib retracement, the daily Kijun Sen, and then you have Senko Span B, which is flat, and it's been flat for a little while. That's the strongest level of support and resistance within the Ichimoku system. That's just above it, so understandable why there was some difficulty moving higher. Then just above that, you get into a little bit more resistance where you have the 2022 volume point of control and the top of the Ichimoku cloud, which isn't as strong of an area of resistance as the bottom Senko Span B. Senko Span A is weaker, but still it's a fairly substantial zone of resistance. Now, it'll become easier for Decentraland to move higher as time moves on because the Ichimoku cloud starts to thin out quite a bit around the 31st. Well, actually, I should say over the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, around the 30th, end of the month of March. We'll just say that is where it starts to thin out. So it should have an easier time breaking out above that level if it's still below. From an oscillator perspective, Decentraland still in a bull market on the RSI, hasn't shifted into bear market territory. It's in between the two oversold levels of 40 and 30. Nice bullish cross on the composite index, still sitting at lows in the optic span. So there's still a lot of room for it to move higher. If these oscillators were sitting closer to their highs somewhere, that could limit the upside potential. But for right now, it still looks pretty good. On the weekly chart, something very favorable on the weekly chart is clear bounce off of 50. So that's the first oversold level in the bull market with the RSI. You have a possible bullish cross above its fast moving average in the composite index. And then the optic spans, you're sitting really close to these historical lows. So saying all that, from looking at the point figure chart, which is price action only, when Decentraland broke above this red angle, that was the bear market angle. It broke above that on the 7th of February. And then we had our first reversal column of O's there. Off of this, it converted into a bull market. Light blue line there means that we converted into a bull market. And we're still in one. And this is the first pullback column since that breakout happened. And in point and figure analysis, we're supposed to interpret the first pullback column as a sign of strength and not weakness. And so the entry is on the 3-box reversal. So real quick, the setup here, the hypothetical trade setup is a buy stop order at 320, stop loss at 240, and a profit target up at 660. Now, if it moves lower, to like 220, then the entry moves down 1 box lower. So this is the 20-cent 3-box reversal chart. So if it moves down to 220, prints a new O there, the entry drops down to $3. It's still a 4-box stop. The stop would be at 220 and so forth. It's invalidated if it crosses this bull market angle. So if Decentraland moves down to $1.80 from where it's at now, if it prints an O down there, then it's invalidated. So that is what I see there. Upside potential, before I review this again, probably next week. On the high end, probably limited to that 280 zone, 280 to $3 level. If you remember on the daily chart, there's a lot of resistance up in that range. So that's what I see as far as downside risks. Not a ton, probably down to the $2 level, the 50% fib retracement, but I don't see a reason for it to slide down there. More than likely to see it appreciate gradually here. And that does it for me. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Please don't forget to head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at FXS Crypto, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.